Hello students, now let us see procedure to minimize logic functions using K-map. The first step is to make entries into the K-map from the truth table. Then groups of ones in adjacent cells are formed to make octet, quad or pair. A product term is written for each group and ungrouped ones in the K-map. A sum of this product gives the representation of the logic function in minimized or reduced form. So let us go for the how to make the entries into the K-map. So for this purpose, let us consider a two variable K-map in which there are 4 rows and we take a two variable K-map. So this is the two variable K-map. Now the entry corresponding to the first term in the K-map, which is 0 0. The first row is 0 0, for which the output is 0. So this output entry, it goes here in the cell for which A is 0 and B is 0. Then the next row in the truth table for which A is 0 and B is 1. So the output is 1. So it goes into the K-map for which A is 0 and B is 1. So like that, the next entry in the truth table 1 for the row which A and B is 1 0, the output is 1. So this 1 entry goes in the cell labeled as M2 for which A is 1 and B is 0, and like that the last row for which A and B are 1 1, so that goes into this output entry, it goes into this particular cell. So we are writing the K-map for each of the output function. So this particular logic function is having only one output, so we have written here the one K-map for this. In the similar fashion, we can go for making the entries into the three variable K-map. So here we can see that for the first row, which is A, B, C are 0 0 0, so it goes into this particular cell for which A is 0 and B and C, they are 0 0. Then the next entry goes to the next cell here for which A is 0 and B and C, they are 0 1. Now you can see that the next row is 0 1 0. So for this 0 1 0, the entry output is 1, so this particular 1 will go in this particular cell because this is the cell for which A is 0 and B, C are 1 0. So in the K-map, after the column 0 1, it is the column 1 1 and not 1 0, and 1 0 is the last column as we have already discussed. Then next row input is 0 1 1 and the output is 1. Then for the next row the input is 1 0 0, so A is 0 and B and C are 0 0, so the cell is this one in the K-map, and the output for that row is 0, so 0 is entered in this K-map. So like this, the remaining entries are made in the K-map. So this is corresponding to 101. The next entry is corresponding to 110. So it goes into this particular cell, and the last entry is corresponding to 111, and it goes in this particular cell. Actually, this particular entry is should be 0, and this entry should be 1. So that is the correction. I hope you understand this one. So this is how the entries are made into the K-map, which is of 3 variable. Now this is the 4 variable K-map, and entries are made in the similar fashion. There are 16 cells in the 4 variable K-map, and in the truth table for the 4 variable there are 16 rows. So the first row entry goes to the first cell. So here you can see the second row entry goes to this particular cell, for which A, P are 0, 0 and C, D are 0, 1. So that is A, B, C, D are 0 for this cell. The A, B, C, D are 0, 0, 0, 1. So the entry is made in this. Okay, so whatever output is there, so that particular entry is made in the appropriate table. So next entry is for 0, 0, 1, 0, which is 1. For the next row, the output is 0, and the inputs they are 0, 0, 1, 1. So it goes to this particular cell. So like this. The next entry, it is 0 from this truth table. Inputs are 0, 1, 0, 0. So for this cell, the inputs AB are 0, 1 and outputs are 0, 0. So it goes here. So like that, the next entry, it goes in this particular cell. Now the entry for 0, 1, 1, 0, next entry, so it will go into this particular cell. Then the entry corresponding to the minterm M7, which is for the input 0, 1, 1, 1, it goes to this particular cell. Okay. Now you can see here that the next row is 1, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so AB is 1, 0. So you can see that AB is 1, 0 for this row and not this row. Okay, so the next entry will go in this particular table, and so the next entry will go in this particular cell. So you can see here that this entry goes here, and the same row continues. So 1001 entry goes to this particular cell, then 1011 entry goes to this particular cell, and 1011 entry goes to this particular cell. Okay, and now the last row, the row remained of this particular K map. So this entry 1, 1, 0, 0, okay, for which AB is 1, 1 and CD is 0, 0. So it goes here. Then next row, for which the input is 1, 1, 0, 1. So corresponding cell is this one. So this 0 goes here, and this cell corresponds to the row 1, 1, 1, 0, and the last row is 1, 1, 1, 1, and this is the cell where that particular entry will go. So like this, we can make entry into the K map of 4 variables. So this particular K map is having 16 cells, and the 16 different outputs corresponding to the 16 different combinations will go into a particular cell of the K map.